Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for Bandits versus Smokies, Game 2 here of this Scenic City Collegiate League season of Day 10. Teams get ready to face off once more. Smokies looking to go 10-0 on the season. Bandits looking to avoid another loss. Still looking for their first win of the year. They've had to play this Smokies squad now 3 times in a row. So look to see if they can try and get one here. Robbie Van will start off the mound for this Bandit squad wearing 13. She'll face off against Livy Hooter to lead us off, wearing number 3, the center fielder here today for the Smokies squad. We'll go through the Smokies lineup here in their all-white unis once more. It'll be Tatum McCool in the second spot, wearing number 10, hitting in left field today. Again, Hooter, the leadoff hitter, will wear number 3 in center field. Tessa Jacobs will be in the 3 spot, the DP today, wearing number 2. Jasmine Mack in right field will hit fourth. First pitch from Robbie Van is called for strike one. We're underway here for game 2 here on day 10. Bandits and Smokies will go to work. Mack again hitting in the cleanup spot in right field wearing 14. Now he's keeping in the 5 spot. We'll wear number 1 at third. Next pitch from Van, called on the outer half for a strike, going 2. Mason Burkhart will be behind the plate once again, wearing 9, hitting the 6th spot. Alyssa Balcom at first base will wear number 8. She will hit 7th. Riley Peshik will move down to the 8th spot in the lineup. She will play shortstop again, wearing 15. This one stays high, 1 and 2. Maria Horner will be at second base today in the 9 hole. She will wear number 11. That'll round out the lineup for the Smokies. Avery Shamblin will be on the mound. She will not hit. She will wear number 13. Now Hooter fouls it off, staying alive, makes it 1 and 2 still. Nobody on, nobody out. No score here in the top of the first. It'll be Hooter who will lead us off for this Smoky squad. Robbie Van will make the start here once again for the Bandits. See what she can do here and help the Bandit squad their first win of the season. Still looking for it here at this rate. Bandits 0-9 on the season. Smokies 9-0. Teams will go to work once again against one another. Hooter third this season in batting average, a .571 for her. 1-2. Hits it sky high, right center field. Trying to get underneath it will be the right fielder. And Clark, it bounces through and into right. Hooter's going to get into second base standing. Throw comes in quickly. A double to start us off here in the top of the first as it just floated in and lands in right field. Extra baser for Hooter once again. And now it brings up Tatum McCool in the 2 spot. Who leads the team in OPS currently. Now McColl hits this one out towards shallow center field. This ball will drop in center. Back-to-back knocks for the Smokies. First pitch swing and just able to drop it in there in center field. Second and first, still nobody out. Now it brings up Jacob. So now the usual catcher, Tessa Jacob, steps up for the first time here this morning. Supposed to be 11:30 start time. We get started a little bit early. 1-2 on base. This one seen for a ball 1-0. First and second, nobody out. Jacob, today's EP, usually the catcher for this Smoky squad, will step in. Hooter now at second, good speed. McColl at first after the double and single. First, next pitch stays down the way, makes it 2-0. So now the lone JUCO product of this Smoky squad in Tessa Jacobs. Takes this one down and in, catches her on the right foot. A hit by pitch, loads the bases, still nobody out. And now it brings up the dangerous Jasmine Mack with the bases full and still nobody out. So now the returners between Clayton, Mound, Mack, and Van. The former Choo-Choo at the circle. The former Smoky Mountain Rain at the plate will take strike one. 0-1 now the count. Hooter at third, McColl at second. Tessa Jacobs hit by the pitch, now loads the bases. She stands at first. Still nobody out. The 0-1 driven deep out to left field. Jasmine Mack, grand slam! Another homer for J-Mac and a 4-0 lead for the Smokies. The Memphis Tiger goes deep again. Four batters all reach. 4 runs come in. And the Smokies offense already kicking it off. And it brings up Ali Stupin with nobody out. Jasmine Mack, another homer, her third of the season. RBIs number 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, and 8 as this one comes down and in for ball one to Stupin. Robbie Van now just trying to settle in for this Bandit squad. Smokies already up 4-0. Next one makes her way inside again, 2-0. Burkhart will hit next. Alyssa Balcom will follow her up. Third baseman now in the 5-hole today. Led off the last 2 games for the Smokies with that low stance. Takes this one down in the zone for a strike, 2-1. Utility infielder, primarily third baseman for the Smokies squad. She's played everywhere you can pretty much ask her except for maybe first base. 2-1. Hits it off the end of the bat, out of play, foul, 2-2. 4-0 already your score. Jasmine Mack takes a grand slam to left. Third grand slam of the season for either side. Avery Gans had the first one. Huter had a grand slam in yesterday's match. 2-2 stays called in the zone. Strike 3, 1 away. Delayed strike 3 call. Robbie Vance first strikeout. Stupin disagrees. She'll walk back to the dugout, though, and it brings up Burkhart with 1 away. First down of the inning after 4 straight reads. A double, a single, a hit by pitch, and a grand slam homer from Mack. First pitch now to Burkhart's a strike for 0-1. The Jacksonville U product now to the plate, the catcher. Teammates with Tatum McCullough at Jacksonville and K.K. Hagan of the Redbacks, who played earlier. Next one is swung on and missed 0-2. Those that missed out on game 1. Rain beat the Redbacks 7-1. Olivia Laney goes complete 7 to get her first win of the season for the Rain. Now the 0-2 to Burkhart. Fouls it off, stays alive. And now just trying to settle in, gets the strikeout of Stupin to get 1 away. Smokies offense kicking already. They have hit double digits 8 of their 9 games this season. Looking to see if they can make it 9 of 10. 0-2. Hits it hard. Third base side. Gets through and into left. The base knock. Third. English is hard. 4th hit of the game already for the Smokies. Runner on with 1 away. As Burkhart's able to take the 0-2 and put it into left. Now it brings up Alyssa Balcom. Burkhart gets on here now in this top of the first inning. And 4-0 already your score. A grand slam from Jasmine Mack. Now Balcom fouls this one off to make it 0-1. Riley Pestic would come up next. Balcom, the Oakland U product, comes to play for the first time here this morning. 4th in OPS this season so far on this Smoky squad. He'll foul off the bunt attempt, makes it 0-2. Four hits in the inning already. A hit by pitch and a strikeout have been the result. A grand slam for Jasmine Mack. Her 3rd homer of the year. Now the 0-2, chop, shortstop side. Thornton's going to take it herself. Picks up one, throw to first, not in time. A good throw, Simon couldn't handle it. Runner still on. Now fielder's choice cuts down Burkhart. 2 away in the frame. Now it brings up the dangerous Riley Pescic. First pitch to her is called for a strike, 0-1. Pescic, in a weird turn of events, collected no hits in her last game. She started off this season 10 for 10. She did reach on an error yesterday. This one's called for a strike, 0-2, but has not collected a hit in that last matchup. Looking to get on here with 2 outs, down on the count now, 0-2 though. Over a 1,700 OPS for her. The 0-2 comes up and hits her on the noggin. Base is now at second and first. She's hit by the pitch. Second hit by pitch already in the frame, and it brings up Amaria Horner. Smokies will bat around the lineup at least here in the top of the first, as Horner comes up with 2 outs at second and first. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. Now the second baseman, Horner. Balcom at second and Pescic at first after the fielder's choice allowed Balcom to reach the hit by pitch of Pescic. 0-1. Skies it, right-hand side foul ground. This one will hook out of play, 0-2. Bit of an overcast day here once again in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Not super, super cloudy, just enough so to at least keep the sun from blaring down on everybody. We've had some good sunlight already today, but kind of just a hazy sky here this morning. The 0-2. Skies it foul, right-hand side again. This one might stay in play. Zyman's going to try and make the grab. She can. It bounces off the fence. 0-2 now the count. And trying to get through this final batter here of this top of the first. 4-0 already your score. Smokies offense kicking already. A grand slam from Jasmine Mack. Still second and first now for Horner. Going to get around to the top of the order again. The 0-2. Outside and away. Dan's able to hold on to it 1-2. So Logan Curry today for this Smoky squad. Or Padgett the lone bat on the bench. Horner back up the middle into center field. A base knock once more. Balcom's going to try and score. Pescic breaks for third. The throw's a good one. She's in standing. Runners go to second and third. 5-0 now your score. Top of the order will come up for the Smokies. Horner puts one right back up the middle once again. She'll get the second on the throw. And now it brings up the top of the order and Huter once more. Stays high now for 1-0. Huter with a double to start off the frame. Comes up once again, came around to score, obviously, in that first inning on the grand slam from Mack. Now has runners in scoring position. Hits it shortstop side. Thornton's got it. Throws the first in time. They'll get out of the inning without any more damage attached. But 5 runs come across. Smokies lead early in this one, 5-0. They do leave 2 runners stranded, but they bring home 5 runs. That'll end the top of the first. Bandits will come up to hit, see if they can find some offense of their own. They'll have to face Avery Shamblin. We'll be right back after this quick break here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee at Janet Tate Stadium. We'll be right back after this quick break. For the bottom of the first inning, Game 2 of this Scenic City Collegiate League Day 10, 2026 summer. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. Go now to the bottom of the frame. Avery Shamblin will face off against Kristen Fowler to start us off. She'll throw strike 1 now to the second baseman today, hitting the leadoff spot wearing number 1. Allison Stanley will follow her up, the center fielder wearing 7. Avery Dan Patachel will hit third wearing 15. Bandits will bat 13 today. This one stays outside from Shamblin, makes it 1-1. Macy Calhoun will hit fourth, wearing number 11, the DP. Olivia Thornton will follow her up the shortstop, wearing number 10 in the 5 spot. Addie Yates will be in left field today, wearing number 4 in the 6 spot. Julia Marisi, the DP as well. This one swung on and missed, 1 and 2. She'll hit 7th, wearing number 9. Emily Clark, the other DP, will hit 8th, wearing number 3. Brewink will also DP today. She will wear number 12 in the 9 hole. Blaylock in right field will wear number 5 in the 10 spot. Next pitch, driven hard, right center field, all the way to the wall. It'll go. Kristen Fowler's gone deep to right center, and the Bandits respond right back. Kristen Fowler's first home run of the summer, a rocket to right center. Got one high and up in the zone and just laces it over the fence in right center to give the Bandits a run. They find themselves now down by 4. Earlier today, she played with the Red Bat squad and was the first run and the only run of the game for the Red Bats. She's had herself a heck of an offensive day already. And now it brings up Stanley for the first time to see ball 1. Going for the rest of the Bandits lineup, though, Zymet will hit 11th today. She'll be at first base wearing number 2. Tara Thomas, the third baseman, will hit 12th. She will wear 6th. And Robbie Van will be the 13 hitter, the pitcher today. As this one's popped up to the infield. Pesek will make the grab. Out number 1. Van will wear 13 in the 13th spot as it brings up Avery Dans, one of 3 players this season with a grand slam. It was her first swing of the season that she went deep to left. She comes up now with nobody on and 1 away after the solo shot from Fowler. The pop-up now of Stanley drives this one out to center field. Underneath it, though, will be Huter. She will make the grab for 2 out. And now it brings up Calhoun. So now Macy Calhoun has been dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury. That's why she's not in the field here today once again. She's primarily just trying to get some swings in as she's been dealing with the shoulder issue. The left-handed hitter comes to the plate for the first time here. 2 away, nobody on. 5-1 now your score. Big swing and a miss to go down 0-1 to Shamblin. Fowler's first home run of the season, a shot to right center field, has brought this within 4 after a 5-run top of the first from the Smokies. 0-1. Stays outside with it now 1-1. Charlotte, new product in the circle, continues to go to work here for this Smoky squad. Her second or third start this season, she's primarily come in relief this year. Now Calhoun fouls it off, makes it 1-2. She's mostly come down in favor, and after the favor of Josie Croston or Alyssa Balcom primarily. Get the start here, though, today once more. 1-2 now the count for Macy Calhoun. Shamblin delivered. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First strikeout of the morning for Shamblin ends the inning. One hit, 1 run scores. No errors, nobody left on base after the solo shot by Fowler. We go to the top of the second. 5-1 now your score. Bandits find themselves down by 4. Robbie Van will try and get through the second inning of work. We'll go to 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup here in just a moment. We'll be right back after this quick break to the top of the second inning. Bandits and Smokies continue to battle it out. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Day 10 of the Scenic City Collegiate League here in Game 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the second inning we go. 5-1 now your score. Bandits do get a run back thanks to the solo shot from Christian Fowler. But now it'll be 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Tatum McCullough single already today will come up for the second time here on the morning. Still not even 11:40 yet here. We got a little bit of an early start time. This one stays high to her now to make it 1-0. So McCullough, the left fielder, the first baseman, right fielder, left fielder, whatever you need her really to do in the corners, comes up once again. Next one on the other half first, strike, 1-1. The Jacksonville U product, teammate of Macy Burkhart and Kaylin Hagan of the Redback. Burkhart, the battery here today for this Smoky squad. He's the 1-1 from Robbie Van. Swung on, missed, now 1-2. Returner once more. She faced off against Robbie Van quite a few times last summer as well when she was a part of the Nuga Choo-Choos. McCool back with this Smoky squad again. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. One away. Second strikeout of the day for Robbie Van. One down now here in the top of the second brings up Jacobs, who was hit by a pitcher last time up. So now the JUCO product from Calhoun Community College. He's first pitch for a strike, 0-1, and Robbie Van now starting to settle in. Ambushed early after the double single, hit by pitch and grand slam by the Smokies. They're able to bring in yet another run as well on the single from Orner. Next one called a strike, 0-2 to Jacob. Jacob's the DP today, usually the catcher as well, alongside Macy Burkhart. Skies this one deep down the left field line. Backing up to the fence will be able to make the grab as the left fielder, and Yates for out number 2. Good swing from Jacobs. I don't know if it got caught up in the air or what happened there, but that thing felt like it was going to go a mile. Just comes up short of that left field foul pole for out number 2, and now it brings up Jasmine Mack, who did go deeper last time up. So now Jasmine Mack, the former George Mason product, now out of Memphis, comes up once again, 400 average for her. She's only played in 7 games so far this season. Her offensive effect, though, has been felt already. She pulls a line drive foul, 0-1. Now Mack comes in, the former Smoky Mountain Rain, kind of pretty much recruited by head coach Joe Guthrie to this Smoky squad to add even more firepower to a team that has what feels like all the firepower in the world. Somehow her 1238 OPS only stands 5th on the team. That doesn't tell you how overpowered the squad is. I don't know what will. 3 homers now on the year for her. 8 RBIs. 0-1. Stays inside. Now 1-1. Ali Supin would hit next, give the chance. 2 outs, nobody on after the strikeout and fly out of McCullough and Jacobs. Went down looking for the first time here today earlier. Now the 1-1 from Van. Hits it hard, right-hand side, gets past the second baseman Fowler into right field. Jasmine Mack's got a single. Couple of bobbles by Blaylock. Mack's going to make it into second base. 2 away and a runner in scoring position as J-Max able to take advantage of the bobble and right. Blaylock knocked it down at first and then just couldn't get a handle on it. Able to get into second base on the slide, and now a runner on for Ali Supin. First pitch to her is called for a strike, 0-1, and the Mississippi State Bulldog comes to play, the SEC product. Rising sophomore who also took part in that Chill versus Smoke matchup in the Pro League or the Pro Softball League series that happened. Now drives it left center field. This one's going to go all the way to the wall and bounces off the wall. Supin's going to get into second base. The run will score. She'll get it on ahead first side. 6-1 now your score. A double for Supin, and she went flying into second. Still 2 away in the top of the second inning. That comes in standing on the score. And now it brings up Burkhart, who singled her last time, got cut down on the fielder's choice at second base from Balcom. Double for Supin, another extra base hit for her. That is her 6th double of the year. She's now up to 10 extra base hits this season. I think she leads the league currently. First pitch to Burkhart's fouled off, 0-1. Burkhart, who started the game with a single, cut down at second. Batting 238 entering into the contest. Over 300 on-base percentage for her. 5 RBIs for her. She has no extra base hits, though, on the season so far. For her first. On the other half, for a strike, going 2. Dupin now at second. We know she's got good speed. Don't be surprised if she tries to pull a little wizardry. She's done it before between second and third. 2 outs, 0-2 the count. Runner at second. 6-1 now your score. Next pitch to Burkhart. Called strike 3. That will end the inning. 2 hits, no errors. 1 run does come across. 1 runner does get left stranded. We go the bottom half of the frame. 6-1 now your score. Smokies tack on another run. We go to the bottom half of the second frame. 5, 6, and 7 will come up. Thornton, Yates, and Marisi. Bandits will try and see if they can get one back as well. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Kansas City Collegiate League Softball here in Game 2 of Day 10. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning we go. 6-1 now your score. Smokies get themselves another run back. Find themselves ahead again by 5. Once more, Olivia Thornton will come up for the first time today and over 2,000 OPS in her 10 games played so far. She currently sits, as it stands, one of the top leaders this season in OPS. Comes up now to face off against Chamblin for the first time here today. The shortstop, who primarily played outfield at Queensview, comes up. Got it. And now we'll have a change here in the field as well. Laura Paget now comes in over at first base. She'll step in for Balcom now. See if it is a straight change or if it'll just be a defensive one. Nonetheless, first pitch to Thornton. Outside for ball 1. So Thornton, the Queensview product, the rising junior, had a heck of a start to her collegiate career. Went outside once more, now 2-0. Next one driven hard, right center field. This ball's going to get all the way to the wall. Thornton's at least going to get 1. Throw's going to come in quickly to second. Pesch's tag, not in time. Thornton in with a double. Leadoff double puts a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second. Another extra baser for Thornton. Now it brings up Gates with nobody out and a runner on. Second time now we've seen an extra base hit to start us off. 5th double already for Thornton. He entered in with over a 600 batting average and over 2,000 OPS. She tacks on to that number. Now it brings up Yates. Now Addie Yates comes up for the first time here on the morning. She's this one down and away for a ball, 1-0. Speedy outfielder comes in once more here. The Wilmington product. Sees the 1-0. Goes bunt, pulls it back, called a strike, 1-1. Thornton with good speed on the base paths here. Probably one of the tallest players in the league, and she uses those long strides to her advantage. Flyer on the base paths was given the opportunity. And Paget really far in here at the corners. That one stays down the way for 2-1. Billy Marisi would come up next, the Georgia Tech product. 3 straight Division I batters now coming up for this Bandit squad. 2-1 from Shamblin. Taking away once more now, 3-1. Clark would follow up Marisi, given the opportunity. Thornton with a leadoff double, places her at second. 3-1 to Yates. Joe's bunt and fouls it off. Now 3-2. He's on the season. Only batting $176 currently, but a run 2 RBIs for her this season. 3-2. Hits it softly. Shortstop side. Peshek's got it. That'll be out number 1. Now it brings up Marisi, the middle infielder from Georgia Tech. 1 down in the frame. Runner at second. Chance down for the Yellow Jacket here. Driving another run for this Bandit squad, the right-handed hitter. First pitch swinging, hits it sky high, foul ground. Padgett and Bernhardt are almost collide. They do collide. Padgett makes the grab. Throw comes into third as Thornton tags up. She's able to get in standing. 2 away here in the bottom of the second as the collision allows for Thornton to break for third. Padgett was the one who made the grab. Burkhart saw her out of the corner of her eye last second. They do collide lightly, not enough to really cause a jarring hit. This one's called for a strike, 0-1 to Emmy Clark. It allows Thornton to advance to third. But now Clark's going to try and see if she can drive her in the UNC Greensboro product. This one stays outside, 1-1. Clark, the DP today, primarily outfielder. 235 average for her this season, just north of a 275 OP or on base percentage. Fouls it off, staying alive, 1-2. Brewink would hit next, given the opportunity. Or 2 doubles on the year, 2 RBIs, looking for RBI number 3. Only struck out and walked once apiece. 1-2 to Clark. Hits it foul, staying alive. Friendly Brewing would hit next, given the opportunity. The DP as well today. Left-handed hitting Clark, trying to see if she can drive home Thornton to make this a 6-2 game. Very least after the solo home run by Fowler back in the bottom of the first, trying to see if they can get back after the Smokies put up 1 in the top half of the frame. Find themselves down 6-1 here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 from Shamblin. Fouls it off on a check swing out of play, 1-2. Breeze starting to pick up a little bit here from center field back to home plate. That American flag and right center kind of just swaying there. The 1-2. Hits it hard. Third base side. Get through an RBI base knock. 6-2 now your score. Thornton comes in standing. Runner on with 2 away. Another RBI for Clark, able to drive her in. Now it brings up Brewing with a runner on and 2 away. Now the Tennessee Westland product steps in. First pitch swinging, skies it. Shortstop side. Peshek underneath it, makes the grab. First pitch she'll see, she'll fly out to short, and that will end the inning. So a run does come in. 2 hits, 1 runner does get left stranded. 6-2 now your score. Smokies lead by 4 again. Bandits at least tack back another run. 7-8-9 will come up for the Smokies here in just a moment. Go to the top of the 3rd inning. Here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball here on day 10, game 2. Robbie Van going to try and work another frame. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Smokies come back up to hit. Top of the third inning we go. 6-2 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits here through 2. It'll be 7, 8, 9 coming up now for the Smokies squad. Balcom, Peshek, and Horner, who have reached right of fielder's choice. A hit by pitch in a single. Balcom was the 5th run of that first inning that came in. He'll now face off against Robbie Van for the 2nd time today. The first pitch to Balcom is swung on and missed, 0-1. Here as well now for the Bandits. It'll now be Brewing, who steps in at first base. He will change positions now with Simon, who will most likely come into pitch next after Robbie Van. Next pitch to Balcom called for a low ball, 1-1. So Balcom, Peshek, and Horner now step in. Paget stepped in for her defensively, but now Balcom comes back up to hit. Next pitch stays outside, now 2-1. Everyone else stays the same here currently for this Bandit squad. Two one. Skies it out towards left center field. Thornton out in deep short. She's going to make the grab for out number 1. The outfielder will go back out to her native home as she's playing shortstop quite a bit for this Bandit squad. She'll head out to left center and make the grab for the first out of the inning. Now it brings up Peshek, who was hit by a pitch and stranded to third her last time. She'll take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So now the U of Washington product, the Husky, comes up. 1,700 OPS, is only 3rd on the team. She'll foul this off, makes it 0-2. Which I know, again, sounds crazy, but it's just how it is with the Smokies lineup. They have been nothing short of outstanding. She has an over 1,100 slugging. She sits behind Ali Supin and Livy Huter. 0-2. Hits it hard, shortstop side. Thornton's got it, though. Throws the first in time. Out number 2. And now it brings up Mario Horner, already an RBI single for her today. With 2 away and no one on. Trying to see if he can get 2 out Lightning going once again. She's batting .391 on the season so far. First pitch to her is inside for ball 1. Horner, who has one of those weird stat lines, .391 average, a .375 on base percentage, though. She has not walked a single time. She does have a sacrifice hit as this one bounces away, making it 2-0. So the average is technically higher than the on base, which again, I know sounds weird, but just kind of how it works. And she has a sacrifice fly this season already. Another RBI for her, though. 4 on the season. Now hit double-digit hits. This will be hit number 11 to left. She'll get on once again. 2 outs in the frame, a runner on. As Horner on for the 2nd time today via the single. Brings up the top of the order. Huter 1 for 2, a double, and a ground out for her today. She leads the team in OPS, a 1921 for her. A 571 average, a 600 on base percentage. The Alabama State product fouls it off, makes it 0-1. She hit twice already in that first inning. Started off the inning with a double to right center. Ended the inning with a ground out to short. 15 RBIs already. 6 homers for her on the season. A triple and a double as well. Now 2 doubles, I should say. She'll take a big hack of the off-speed, 0-2. Runner will go. Horner's in on a slide. Stolen base for her. No throw down from Dans. So a stolen base for Horner. Runner in scoring position for Huter with an 0-2 count. Next pitch, hit hard. Third base side, that's a fair ball. Down the line it'll go. Horner's going to get in standing. Huter into second base. 2nd double of the day for her. Another run comes in for the Smokies. 7-2 now your score. Huter's 2nd double of the ball game. Five-run lead once again for the Smokies. It brings up Tatum McCole, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. She's had a bit of an odd year already. A 190 average, but a 346 on base percentage. First pitch is outside, 1-0. just shy of a 700 OPS. She has 4 hits in the year, but 6 runs and 2 RBI. She does have a homer. Next one is a toll to strike, now 1-1. Now the corner outfielder, first baseman, rising red shirt, coming up to the plate. We'll see the 1-1. He's outside with it now, 2-1 from Robbie Van. For Van, the Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College product. Started as a JUCO at Georgia Military College, and now rising senior. Fires the 2-1. Outside again, now 3-1. Trying to get on for the second time today. She reached on that single and then came around to score on the grand slam from Jasmine Mack. Buter at second after the double brings in the runner from second and Horner. 3-1 is skied foul, full count. Tessa Jacobs will come up next, give him the chance. She's been hit by a pitch and flown out the left today. McCool, 1 for 2, strikeout swinging in the single. Beats the 3-2 from Robbie Van. Tad too far outside, ball 4. Runners at second and first with 2 down. For the second time today, and it brings up Jacobs. The last time we saw second and first with Buter and Tatum McCool, we saw Tessa Jacobs get hit on that back right foot. She laced one to left field just shy of the wall her last time up. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. So now Jacobs, a 385 hitter this season, just shy of 1,000 OPS. Take the next one on the outer half for a ball, 1-1. Jacobs in the DP spot today. Wait for Burkhart, the catcher. This one called a strike on the off speed, 1-2. Jasmine Mack would hit next. Already a grand slam today. She singled her last time up. Next pitch, skies it deep out the left field. Getting underneath it will be the left fielder in time and Yates, and that will end the inning. 2 runners do get on. A run does come around to score. They do leave 2 stranded, though. 2 hits and a walk. No errors made. 7-2 now your score. Smokies find themselves ahead by 5 again. We go to the bottom half of the frame. We'll see if the Bandits can get back another run once more. We'll be right back after this quick break. The Bandits come up to hit. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the third inning we go. A couple changes here for the Smokies we'll get to here in a second, as it'll now come up the bottom half of the order, 10, 11, and 12 for this Bandit squad. Padgett still stays at first. Blaylock will foul off the first pitch to go down 0-1. Jasmine Mack, now the new third baseman. She moves from right field in. She'll now go to third base. Livy Huter will move in from center field to short. Shortstop Peshek now moves to second base. Allie Supin will now move out to center field. Amaria Horner will move from second to right field. Tessa Jacobs is now behind the plate for Burkhart. So once again, it'll be Jasmine Mack at third base. She moves in from right field. Horner moves from second base to right. Pesek will move from shortstop to second. Buter moves from center to short. Supin moves from third to center field. Caught on a swing here will be Blaylock, now 0-2 the count. Tessa Jacobs is now the new backstop here for Avery Shamblin, as she will talk to her pitcher for a moment here. So the only person that is still in the same position that they started the ball game in is Tatum McCall in left field, and that's it. Everybody else is in a new spot except for Shamblin and McCall, the 0-2. Swung on and missed, called strike 3, 1 away. And now it brings up Simon. The 1 down now here in the bottom of the third inning. Brings up now the originally first baseman. First pitch to her, we call it a strike 0-1. She was replaced by Brewing at third. She moved to the DP spot. She'll come up for the first time here on the morning, or I should say afternoon officially now, just past noon here on the east side. Next one on the other half, called a strike. Good framework by Jacobs, makes it 0-2. Kara Thomas will hit next. Simon, 250 on base percentage for her this season, an RBI to her name. 0-2 hits it back to the pitcher, picked up by Shamblin to first in time. 2 away now here in the bottom of the third. Kara Thomas, the third baseman, will come up next. 1 down now here in the frame. 2 away, nobody on. Now it brings up the third baseman, Thomas, for the first time here this afternoon. That one comes way down and in. Tessa Jacobs was set up outside. That almost took out the left foot of the home plate umpire. He's able to scoop it up for ball 1. Robbie Van would come up next, the pitcher, if given the chance here. The 1-0 from Shamblin. Fouls it off the handle, now 1-1. Charlotte youth products continue to go to work here on the mound for the Smokies. 7-2 your score. They're able to tack on another run. Bandits have been able to respond with one of their own every time at the bottom of the frame. Trying to do so again here in the bottom of the third. Thomas swings through this one, makes it 1-2. Robbie Van would hit next, given a chance. Bob Jordan now up for this Bandit squad. Trying to respond once more. They find themselves down by 5. The 1-2. Way outside. Couldn't get her to chase 2-2. 7-2 your score. Smokies lead here, looking to see if they can hit double digits for the 9th time this season. The 2-2 fouls it off, goes off the bucket of Jacobs and out of almost a play. 2 away here in the frame. I'm just trying to see if he can get on here. Thornton came home to score on the single from Clark in the second. Christian Fowler's solo shot to right gave their first run on the board for the Bandits. Now the 2-2 down and away for a strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Third strikeout now for Shamblin. We go to the top of the fourth. No hits, no errors, no one reaches. 7-2 still your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Max, Supin, and Burkhart in just a moment. We'll be right back after this quick break as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball. Emma Simon will head out to the mound in just a moment. Top of the fourth inning we go. A couple changes here for the Bandits as it'll be Emma Simon now going to work here for this Bandits squad. Emmy Clark now steps into right field. Blaylock will move from right to left field. Jillian Marisi now takes over at second base. Stanley and Thornton will trade positions. Thornton now in center. Stanley at short. First pitch now hit from Jasmine Mack. Diving attempt by Marisi. Throws the first in time. One away. Good start here for this Bandits squad. The new second baseman makes a nice play. And now it brings up Alora Padgett. So she's going to hit for Supin here. In this top of the fourth inning. First pitch to Padgett inside for a strike, going one. The Padgett will hit for Supin here in this top of the fourth inning. Burkhart will come up next. The 0-1. Takes down a dirt, now makes it 1-1. Simon now the left-hander on the mound for the first time here this afternoon. Comes in for Robbie Van, who went through the first three. Simon 11 2/3 of an inning of work this season already for her. Now hit it hard, right-hand side, gets through with that opposite field power. Throw will come into first, not in time. Padgett is able to at least leg it out. It will be a single, trying to see if they can gun the runner down. Not going to be the case. Now it brings up Burkhart with one out and a runner on. Now brings up Burkhart for the third time today. First pitch outside for ball one. Burkhart, who started off as behind the plate, now to the BP spot. She has singled and struck out looking today. Padgett now at first after the pinch hit single for Ali Supin. Now hits it hard, third base side. Thomas has to go through her and into left. Another knock for Burkhart. Puts him at second and first with one away. It brings up Alyssa Balcom. Balcom has reached on a fielder's choice and flown out to shallow left center to the shortstop, originally Thornton. Now here sits Allison Stanley in short. She traded places with Thornton to start the inning. First pitch to Balcom stays high, 1-0. Now the Oakland U product steps to the plate once again. 0 for 2 is she on the day. Fourth on the team in OPS, 1285 for her, a 400 average. She's the 1-0 staying high again, now 2-0. Up 9 RBIs already in the year, 3 homers. Doesn't have a double yet. She led the league in doubles last season. She has yet to collect one this year. Now skies it, shallow right field. Underneath it will be the new right fielder in Clark. Padgett will take a couple strides, but throws a beauty to third. She will not advance. Whoo, baby. I don't think anybody would have been able to outrun that throw. That was a missile thrown in from Clark and right. And now it brings up Pesek with 2 away and runners on. Pesek 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a ground out today to short. For her first hit this week, this one stays high, 1-0. Uncharacteristically struggled the last game where she reached one time via the error. She's again hit by a pitch today, grounded out, looking to get her first hit of the game. Next one stays outside, 2-0. Now second baseman who started at short, former Montana product, the now U of Washington Husky. Rising senior. 2-0 from Zyman. Outside for a strike, now 2-1. 2 outs, runners at second and first. A single from Padgett and a single from Burkhart have put the runners on as Joe Guthrie will have a chat with with Pesek for a second. Come back up to the plate once more, though. Big Ten product, utility infielder. State of Washington native. We'll see the 2-1 from Zyman. Hits it hard. Second base side. Through into center field. Padgett's going to get sent home. Thornton's got a gun in center field. She'll make the throw. Not in time. A run comes in. 8-2 now your score. second and first, still 2 away. And Peshek brings in yet another RBI, just able to fire it through that gap. Padgett with a slide around, able to get in. Burkhardt at second, 8-2. Your score brings up Horner, already 2 for 2 with a stolen base and 2 singles. She scored in the last time she came up, hits it third base side. Thomas has got it this time, goes to third with it. She will make the play. She almost threw it across and instead says, wait a minute, I can touch third base. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 8-2 now your score. 2 runners do get left stranded. Couple knocks brings home a run. He's now lead by 6 over the Bandits. We go to the bottom half of the frame. The Bandits' top of the lineup will come up after Robbie Van. We'll be back in just a moment from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League, Day 10, Game 2. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. 8-2 now your score. Smokies find themselves ahead by 6. Bottom of the lineup comes up now for the Bandits. Robbie Van, Kristen Fowler, Allison Stanley, 13, 1, and 2 come up. As the number 13 player, the pitcher to start off, now DP and Robbie Van, comes up for the first time here this afternoon. First pitch from Shamblin's called a strike for 0-1. So now the former JUCO product from Georgia Military College, the Abraham Baldwin Agricultural product now, the NAIA school, steps up to the plate for the first time here on the afternoon. Next pitch is fouled off, makes it 0-2. Van, who primarily POs at the college level, she hit a lot last year for the Choo-Choo. She's hit a lot this season for the Bandits. 273 hitter this season. Just shy of a 600 OPS. She has yet to walk. She has an RBI run and a single. Drives this one deep out the right center field. Ali Supin, the new center fielder, able to make the backtrack to the wall and holds on for out number 1. We've seen some hard swings here out of some of the POs already this week. We saw Amanda Ray Leach hit her first home run over the Janet Tate Stadium board out there and left earlier this week in yesterday's matchup. Now we see Robbie Van put a hard charge into that one as well. Valerie Pedersen went 2 for 2 yesterday. But now the first pitch to Fowler, who skies this one, right-hand side of foul ground. Tessa Jacobs trying to make the grab. It'll end out of play, 0-1. Fowler comes up for the second time. A solo home run to right center, her first of the season, her last time up. Fowler, 478 hitter on the year, 1348 OPS. She is second behind Olivia Thornton. She is one of 2 players with 1,000 OPS this season. For this Bandit squad, that stays outside 1-1. Stanley would hit next, flew out short her last time up. Fowler with 11 hits this year, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer. She is the only player with multiple triples this year. That stays outside to make it 2-1. She has 4 stolen bases on the year as well. She's kind of one of those stat-stuffing players. As this one's laced down the right field line. Hooking, just foul. 2-2. The Wind was trying to see if he could take it, just bounced off the top of the fence, foul. Looking possibly for a multi-homer game there. The Wind's starting to gust in here from right center towards the first or third base line. You can kind of see it there in the flag in right center. Fowler tried to hit one into the Wind. One out here, nobody on. 2-2 to Fowler. Skies this one, deep out the left center field. Did she do it again? Ali Supin at the track will make the grab. 2 away. The Wind caught it again. She knocked down that breeze. She might have had her second home run of the game. Instead, it brings up Stanley with 2 outs and nobody on. She popped out to short her last time up. 8-2 your score. Smokies lead here over the Bandits. Now the shortstop will drive this one down to left center field. Supin's going to get all the action here. She'll make the grab once more, and that'll end the inning. 3 straight flyouts to center, and that'll end the frame. Top of the 5th inning will go. 8-2 your score. Smokies still lead over the Bandits here by 6. Time it will go for another inning of work here in just a moment. Here at Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball. Teams continue to battle it out. Smokies and Bandits, 8-2 your score here on day 10, game 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the order comes up for the Smokies here as we go to the top of the 5th. 8-2 your score. And Alora Padgett's going to come up and hit. So now Padgett's going to get the chance here. She's going to hit for Livy Huter, so she'll get another chance here to hit. And she'll come in now for this top of the 5th inning. She'll come up now with nobody on and nobody out. She hit in that last frame, but now drives this one straight away center field. Thornton backtracking, makes the grab, 1 away. Put an absolute charge into it. Just came up short of the wall. And now brings up Tatum McCool for the 4th time here today. So Padgett gets her second at-bat. She will get a line out this time to center. And she now hits for Huter. And now it brings up McCool. 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. First pitch to her is the ball 1-0. Jacobs will hit next, so Padgett essentially gets the chance to hit twice now in the last 2 innings. He pinch hits twice. This one stays high, now 2-0. Cole now, the Jacksonville U product, stepping in once again. Single run scored her first time up. Reached on a walk, was left stranded in the 3rd. 2-0. Skies this one, deep out the right center field. Getting there will be Thornton once more. Another fly out to center. That is 5 straight now that have gone to center field here between the 2 sides. 2 away here in the top of the 5th. It was 3 straight flyouts to center for the Bandits. Now it's been back-to-back here for the Smokies. Can Jacobs make it 6? We'll find out. First pitch. Stays high and gets away from Dan. Ball 1. Jacobs is 0 for 2 on the day. Hit by pitch, a run scored. She's flown out to left her last 2 times up. One was just short of a homer to left field. Get on for the second time today, looking for her first hit. Takes it for a ball outside, 2-0. Trying to see if she can work a clean fifth here. Smokies have put up at least one run or more every single inning so far. They put up 5 in the first, 1 every frame since. Now chops it, second base side. Stanley's got it at short, I should say. Throw to first in plenty of time, out number 3. And for the first time this ball game, the Smokies do not tack on a run in the inning. They go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 8-2 your score. Smokies still lead over the Bandits here by 6. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Here at Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching St. City Collegiate League softball once more on day 10, game 2. Bandits down to the Smokies, 8-2. They'll try and see if they can mount a comeback here in just a moment. Come up to hit. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. 8-2 your score. Smokies come back up to hit, or excuse me, come back out to the field once more. Avery Chambly's going to try and see if she can go through 5 here as she will face off against the 3, 4, and 5 hitters of this Bandit squad. Dance, Calhoun, and Thornton come up. Dance, who flew out to straightaway center her last time up, will face off against Shamblin for the second time today. Fouls this one off the end of the bat to go down 0-1. So Dan's Cumberland U commit comes up for the second time here today. Take this one way outside. That one goes to the backstop there. Now 1-1. Tessa Jacobs watched that one soar over her head. But for Dance now, 150 on the year. Does have a 611 OPS though. 60 on base percentage. 4 RBIs, double, and a grand slam. The 1-1. Swung on it, missed. 1-2. 3, 4, and 5 come up. Dance, Calhoun, and Thornton. Catcher, G, and shortstop outfielder combo. Now Dance skies this one, right center field. Horner coming in, sliding grab. She made the catch. One away. Almost collided with Supin and Peshek, makes the head first slide and makes the holding grab. 1 down now in the frame. It brings up Macy Calhoun, who struck out swinging her last time. First pitch to Calhoun. Drives it foul, 0-1. Calhoun, the catcher utility player. That's up for the second time today. 190 on the season currently. An RBI, 2 runs for her. Get the walk. Does have a stolen base to her name. Her 10 games played so far. Help out with this Bandits offense once more again. Olivia Thornton would hit next. Next one down and in for a ball. Makes it 1-1. Calhoun, who's primarily DPing the last couple of games due to a shoulder injury, continues to do so here today. The 1-1. Drives it hard. Left field side. Dana McCullen, foul ground's going to chase it down. Got a piece of it, but can't hang on. It's foul. 1-2. Calhoun comes back to the plate. Get an extra light beer. McCullen tried to make the basket grab and left and foul ground. Just could not get enough of it. 1-2 to Calhoun. Guys at foul again. When trying to make it through this fifth inning of work here, she has only allowed 2 runs so far. Alyssa Balcom will follow her up here after this. We'll see if that is the case or not. Now driven here to the left-hand side. McColl running in will make the grab for out number 2. 2 down now here in the fifth. Brings up the dangerous Olivia Thornton as the Queens U product comes to play for Bentonville, Arkansas. Drew Rising Jr. comes up for 2,000 OPS for her on the season. 667 average, over a 700 on-base percentage. She has been the most dangerous hitter in this Bandits lineup. First pitch and strike 0-1. She makes contact. That ball flies. Double and a run scored back in the second. 0-1 from Chamberlain. Guys at foul, 0-2. 100 career Division I starts for her on the dot. Part of transfers was part of the portal day over the weekend. Her collegiate career here now as she comes up. 0-2 with 2 outs. Skies this one out of play, left-hand side, foul. That one almost ended up in the parking lot. Yates would hit next, given a chance. She lined out to short her last time. Thornton trying to get on with 2 away. The 0-2 takes it low, 1-2. Arkansas native alone 1 here this season. Chamberlain delivers. Takes it outside once more, now 2-2. Thornton on the season. 17 plate appearances, already 10 hits, 5 doubles, 2 homers for her. She's walked and been hit by a pitch. She has stole 2 bases. She's the 2-2. Guys at foul again, staying alive. She also got to take part in the Chill versus Smoke series. Chance here to see if she can get this offense rolling again for the Bandits. 2 away. Nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth after a fly out to right and left by Dancy Calhoun. 2-2 from Chamberlain once more. Drives it hard. Third base side. Jasmine Mack got a piece of it. Could not make the pick. Does not have a throw at first. A missile to third. It will be an infield single. As Mack got a piece of it, just could not make the pick. Hard swing that I think even Manny Machado would have had a hard play to make. So Thornton reaches for the second time today. It brings up Addie Yates, lined out to short her last time up. The runner on, skies this one, shallow left field. McColl gonna call it off, makes the grab for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 6th. 1 hit, 1 runner does get left stranded, no errors, no runs come across. Simon's gonna go another inning of work here as we go to the top of the 6th inning. 8-2 still your score. Smokies lead by 6 over the Bandits. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball here on day 10, game 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning we go. 8-2 your score. Smokies come back up to hit once more. J-Mac will lead us off here in the 4-hole. She'll be followed up by Supin and Burkhart. now. Robbie Van steps into right field. Everybody else stays the same here, it looks like, for this Bandit squad currently. It is indeed the case. First pitch from Simon to Jasmine Mack. She'll send it right back up the middle. First pitch, single to center. Thornton will get there, but not before it gets in the grass. Another knock for Mack. 3 for 4 on the day is she. Now it brings up Supin for the second time today. She got pinch hit for the third time today. She got pinch hit for back in that top fourth. So Supin comes back up, has struck out looking and doubled. She was left stranded at second her last time. First pitch to her is a ball up high for 1-0. Burkhardt would hit next. The 1-0. Bounces in the dirt, gets away from Dans. Max is going to get into second base. Fastball allows for Max to get into second. Nobody out. 2-0 now the count in favor of Supin. She's 1 for 2 again with a double and Ref stranded, an RBI double at that. Takes this one for a strike. 2-1. Phoenix City, Alabama native comes back to the plate for the third time today. Back now at second. Been second on the team in OPS. 1885 for her. This one stays way high. 3-1. Get on for the second time today. 14 RBIs for her already this year. 5 doubles, 4 homers, 4 walks, has not struck out a single time. Or excuse me, does now have a strikeout this time, I should say. Now this sees one high. That'll be ball 4, and second and first. Still nobody out. It brings up Burkhardt. Now Macy Burkhardt, a single, a strikeout looking. Another single where she got cut down at second on fielder's choice. Comes out with runners on and nobody out. The 3 is she. First pitch gets away, goes to the backstop on the wild pitch, allows the runners to advance. So now second and third, still nobody out, and it brings up Burkhardt with an opportunity to drive in runs here. Alyssa Balcom will follow her up currently. Simon delivers the 1-0. Stays high, now 2-0. 8-2 your score. Burkhardt batting .238 on the year. That one gets away once more. Dans is going to get to it, though, before the runners can advance. 3-0 now the count. See if Burkhardt gets greenlit here, although it's mostly counted away. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to avoid loading the bases here. Again, 8-2 your score. Smokies lead of the Bandits by 6 here in the top of the 6th. Looking to get the double digits for the 9th time this season. The 3-0. Stays away, ball 4. Burkhardt will walk. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. Back-to-back walks after the single by Jasmine Mack. Now it brings up the dangerous Alyssa Balcom. She is 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice in the first and come around to score. She is flown out to short and right. First pitch to Balcom. Takes it for a... Well, that's a ball inside. I thought that was going to be called strike 1. Now 1-0. 1285 OPS. 9 RBIs on the season, 8 runs. 1-0. Bounces in the dirt, gets away from Dans. Now here comes Jasmine Mack. She's going to try and score. She will on a half slide, and that'll make it 9-2. Runners do advance. The pass ball or the wild pitch will get away and allow the run to score. Now 9-2. Still nobody out. Burkhardt at second, Supin at third. Good speed here at third base to get a sac fly. It's going to bring her in easily. Burkhardt, decent speed for a catcher. I'm just trying to settle in here. Still nobody out. It'll work to clean fifth. Up a run here now, though, in the 6th. The 2-0. Hits it, shortstop side, picked up by Stanley, bounces off her chest. Marisi doesn't have a throw. A run comes in. Runners at the corners, makes it 10-2. Marisi tried to save the play. Stanley just has it bounce right off her chest, and now it brings up Peshek with runners in the corners. Still nobody out. Already a single for her today. She'll take a strike to go down 0-1. 1 for 2 with a ground out, a hit by pitch, and a single. She was left stranded at third. Her first time up was left stranded at first this past time. She drove in Paget. Now chops this one off the end of the bat. Picked up by Zyman. Checks the runner. Burkhart's now stuck in a rundown. Zyman's going to run her down. Throw to third. Thomas has got it. Runs her to the plate. Thomas applies the tag. She will be out. Paget at least advances to second. The runner is out at home. The fielder's choice allows for Peshek to get to second. Balcom now to third. It'll be a 1-5 fielder's choice. So Peshek reaches now on the fielder's choice. Balcom gets to third. One down now in the frame. No run comes in. Now it brings up Amaria Horner, 2 for 3. Now, first pitch to Horner. Takes it for a strike, 0-1. Now, Horner, who started in second, now the right fielder to the Oregon State product. She's played at pretty much every level of college softball. She's played at the junior level, the NAIA, and now the NCAA as a Division I. 0-1 chops it foul, makes it 0-2. Former Clark State for JUCO, former Shawnee State for NAIA, past year at Oregon State, the Miamisburg, Ohio native. 2 singles on the day, an RBI scored, and a run scored as well. A stolen base for her. .391 on the season entering in. The 0-2. Check swing did not offer, stays outside to make it 1-2. Check it and say that she did not go. Top of the order would come up next. It will be Libby Hooter back in. One, two. Bounces the dirt, gets away from Dance. Here comes Balcom. She will score standing 11-2. Supin advances. Excuse me, that's Peshek advances to third. Another run comes in on a wild pitch. Chance for Horner to see if she can drive in a run here. Double digits again for the Smokies. 9 out of 10 times this season. Horner, third base side, and lands foul. Still 2-2. Peshek almost got taken out there by Cara Thomas, who was trying to go for that ground ball. Ohio native was trying to see if she could drive home Peshek. 3 runs have come in here in the top of the 6th. 2-2. He's away, now 3-2. Top of the order will come up next. They're 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Now Horner again, 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a stolen base. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 away. Two now here in the top of the 6th. It brings up the Alabama State product from Gurley, Alabama. Horner and Huntsville. Chance here, 2 for 2 already on the day. The team leader in OPS. Take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Center fielder now at shortstop. Hannah McCool would come up next, given the opportunity. Burkhart now the first base coach over there. The 0-1. Off speed, almost takes off her bucket. Now stays high for 1-1. Peshek's still at third base. She can come home here after reaching on the fielder's choice. 1-1. Stays high now once again, 2-1. 2-1 from the lefty. Skies it. Deep out the right center field. Thornton to the wall. Got the snow globe or the snow cone catch. That will end the inning. 3 runs do come in. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3 runs score. 1 runner does get left stranded. 1 hit, 2 walks. An error does allow a run to come in. 11-2 now your score. Another double-digit game for the Smokies. They now lead by 9. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. The sun's come out once more here on the beautiful side. We'll be right back after this quick break from the Scenic City Collegiate League. Day 10, Game 2. Bandits and Smokies continue to battle it out. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. 11-2 your score. Smokies find themselves ahead over the Bandits through the top of 6. New pitcher on the mound now for this Smoky squad. Alyssa Balcom's going to come in for Avery Shamblin. She'll go 5. She would get the yank here now as Balcom comes in. A couple defensive changes. Allie Stupin moves back into the infield from center field. She's back to third base. Amaria Horner now moves from right to center. It'll be Macy Burkhart now in right field as Jasmine Mack moves behind the plate. The first pitch now to Julie Marisi is seen outside for ball 1 with the Division I product step across from one another here at plate and mound. Marisi flew out to the catcher her last time up. Comes up now for the second time. Sees strike 1. 1-1 now the count to the Georgia Tech product. Comes to the plate for the second time. 2 out, foul ground to first baseman her last time. It was Paget and at the time Tessa Jacobs collided with one another. And now Marisi hits it second base side. Paget's got it, throws the first in plenty of time. 1 away. One down in the frame. Now brings Emily Clark. She had the RBI single back in the second that brought home Thornton. She comes up now for the second time today. 78 hitter on the season, just with a 315 or on base percentage. First pitch is a strike going along. Started off as the DP, moved out to right field earlier in this contest. Running 3 RBIs for her, 2 doubles on the season, a walk and a strikeout. Drives this one hard. Left-hand side, gets through and into left. Stupin tried to make the Superman grab. Comes up just shy of it. Back-to-back singles for Clark. Puts a runner on with 1 away. Now it brings up Brewing. Brantley Brewing now comes up. RBI single for her already this season. Her lone hit in her 10 at-bats. She only struck out 1 time. No walks still in the season. She was a late addition to the Bandit squad. Shows a bunt, lays it down to the mound. Balcom's got it, throws the first in time. Pesek there to cover. Runner does advance to second. 2 away now here in the frame. So now the dangerous Emery Clark on the base pass brings up Lily Blaylock. She struck out swinging her first time up. Just shy 200 to 188 average for her, but a 381 on base percentage. It stays high for ball one. Runner at second, 2 away. 1-0 from Balcom. Way outside and bounces off the glove of Mack. It'll go to the backstop. It allows the runner to move to third. 2-0 now to count. Balcom flips that one almost to the backstop. Mack got a piece of it on the glove. Could not keep it in front. Now Blaylock a chance here. Great speed if he's able to at least tap one. He can obviously bring home Clark. Takes this one for a strike. 2-1. Saudi Daisy, or the former Saudi Daisy Trojan, Chattanooga State commit, comes to the plate once again. 2-1 from Balcom. Up and in, 3-1. Diamond would hit next. She grounded out the pitcher her last time up. Blaylock comes up once more. Sees the 3-1. Up and in, ball 4. She will reach now and put runners at the corners with 2 away. Brings up Diamond. Blaylock does have a stolen base. She has shown great speed on the base path. Brings up Diamond now for the second time today. For second RBI of the season. Runners on and 2 outs. First pitch high. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Blaylock. Huter not able to apply the tag. I've spoken into existence, didn't I? Second stolen base now for Lily Blaylock. She stands at second with 2 outs. 1-0 stays inside. 2-0. Scoring position now for the Bryan College product for the NAIA school. Second time today. Again, grounded out the pitcher her last time back in the third. 2-0. Takes one for a strike. 2-1. Her Thomas would come up after her if given the chance. She struck out looking. Trying to see if he can get this Bandits offense going again. Chickamauga, Georgia native. Hits it right back to the mound once again. Picked up by the likes of Balcom. She'll end the inning with the throw to first. And we go to the top of the 7th. 1 hit, 1 walk, no errors made. 2 runners do get left stranded. No one comes around to score. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Smokies head back out to the field. 2, 3, and 4 will come up to hit. Bandits will head out to the field, I should say. Smokies head up to the plate. We'll see where we go here defensively in just a moment. That'll end this bottom half of the 6th. So we go to the top of the 7th, 11-2 your score. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 7th inning here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Day 10, Game 2. We'll be right back in just a moment. Top of the seventh, we go 11-2 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits here through six. 2, 3, and 4 will come up. A couple of changes here, though, for the Bandits. Christian Fowler now the catcher. She has played pretty much every single field position in the infield now. He is now behind the plate officially. It'll be Brewink moving over from first to third. Thomas from third to first. Simon stays on the mound. Everybody else stays the same defensively. Just now Dan stepping in for the DP and Fowler now behind the plate. So Fowler has now played 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. She has not played the outfield yet. She has done that before, though. All you got to do is ask her to do everything except for pitch. First pitch to Tatum McColl is down in the zone for ball one. Comes up for the fifth time here today. A walk, a single, a fly out, and a strikeout for her. For 1 for 3. Drives this one over the left-hand side and foul ground. Everyone chasing after her. It'll land foul, 1-1. St. Augustine, Florida native comes in. Turo, back in high school, now comes up. Fifth time today for the left-hander hitter. 1-1. Bounces in the dirt, skips in for 2-1. McCool, Jacobs, and Mack coming up to the hit. With a run scored back in that first frame. She was left stranded after the walk in the third. She drives this one hard out to center field. Thornton to the fence. It's overhead and gone. Solo shot to center McColl. 12-2 now your score. No wind on that one to knock it down. She puts a line drive to straightaway center. Thornton did not have enough height to grab that one. And a 12-2 score. Smokies now lead by 10. Brings up Tessa Jacobs. For 3 on the day, a hit by pitch and a run scored for her in the first. She now drives this one out the left field. Diving attempt will get down in time, though. Will be a single for Jacobs. She'll get on for the second time today. First time by a hit. Back-to-back swings, back-to-back base runners. And it brings up the dangerous Jasmine Mack. Already a grand slam and 2 singles. She has scored every time she's gone on base today. She's grounded out once, makes her 3 for 4. First pitch outside for ball 1. Jacobs now at first. Now Mack hits it right back up the middle. Simon got a piece of it. It ends up in center field. Back-to-back base knocks. Puts second and first. Still nobody out. It brings up Allie Supin once again. Supin, who walked her last time. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. She came around and scored her last time up as a walk. The first pitch down the way for ball 1. Now, the Alabama native from Phoenix City, Mississippi State product, the rising sophomore, the Bulldog. Low stride once more. She's a 1-0. Outside it sits now 2-0. Burkhart, the now right fielder, will come up next. Mack at first. Jacobs at second. Supin, right field. Robbie Van got a piece of it that falls. 2 runners will move forward now. Supin's right behind Mack. That means Jacobs got to go. Mack will get into third base. Jacobs will score. It'll be a double and a 13-2 lead for the Smokies. And you can hear Supin go, I was right behind you. Jasmine Mack didn't realize she had someone hot on her tail. Jacobs will score. Second and third, still nobody out. It brings up Macy Burkhart. First pitch swinging, hits it right field. That'll get down for a base knock. Burkhart's going to run. Here comes Supin. She's going to score as well. Ball gets away. Burkhart will stay. 15-2. Burkhart with a 2-run single to right. Now it brings up Alcom. 4 runs have already come in, yet not a single out on the board. Smokies have found 15 now in the ball game. It brings up Balcom. She has reached on an error and a fielder's choice. She has scored both of those times. Technically, she is 0 for 4. The other two times she has flown out to short and right. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch stays high. Kristen Fowler able to keep it in front of her. Burkhart with yet another hit, her third of the day. She's 3 for 4, a walk and a strikeout. She now stands at first for the third or fourth time today. Next pitch driven deep out to left center field. Balcom has gone deep again. 17-2. Another homer for Alyssa Balcom. (17-2) the score. 6 straight runs on the boards. 6 straight hits. 2 homers in the inning already, and it brings up Riley Pescic. 1 for 3 on the day, a single and a hit by pitch. She reached on a fielder's choice her last time. This one goes to backstop for ball 1. Simon now just trying to get through this final frame. Trying to conserve Bandits' arms. Claire Ferris is the only other pitcher available. Robbie Van now in right field. She started this ball game off. The 1-0. Pescic fouls it off, 1-1. 17-2 now your score. 6 runs already in the inning for the Smokies. Half of those have come off the home run ball. Cole with a solo shot. Balcom with a 2-run homer. Jacobs and Mack with singles. Same with Burkhart. A double from Supin. Next pitch stays down and away. Makes it 2-1. Fox Island, Washington native now. 2-1. Drives it hard. Left center field. Thornton there for the grab. Out number 1. Now it brings up Horner. 2 for 4 with 2 singles, a run scored, an RBI, and a stolen base. She struck out swinging, and ending on a fielder's choice back in the 4th. First pitch to her is the ball outside, 1-0. Top of the order would come up next. It'll be Livy Uter again. She's 2 for 4 with 2 lineouts to center and 2 doubles. Now hits it off the end of the bat, goes to the mound. Simon boots it, trying to make the throw to first, underhands it in time for out number 2. A little complicated, but it makes it work. Tried to shovel it at first, almost booted it, able to get to it in time and shovel it to Thomas, the new first baseman. 2 down now here in the frame. It brings up Uter. First pitch called high for a ball, 1-0. You're 2 for 4. Could be 2 for 3, I should say. 2 doubles and a line out to center. She was pitch hit for by Patchett that 1 inning. This one stays outside, 2-0. Cole would come up next. Already a solo home run for her today. Next pitch outside, 3-0. Now, I was correct actually originally. She is 2 for 4. She had the ground out to end that first inning. After leading off with a double and coming around to score on the grand slam from Jasmine Mack. Does have 2 doubles, a ground out and a line out. Now flies this one out to right field. Into the foul territory it'll go. It'll drop for a foul ball. 1 now the count. And McCole would come up next. A solo shot to center to start us off in the 7th inning. 2 for 4 again. Team leader in OPS continuing to show here. 3-1. Takes it high. Ball 4. Runner at first with 2 away. Now, Hannah McCole comes up for the 2nd time this inning. 2nd time this ball game, the Smokies have batted around the order. First pitch air mails into the backstop. This one will go wide and allows Shooter to advance. Just kind of let that one go really late and just kind of shift it to the backstop. Bull will now go to work here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. I'm just kind of laughing at it. Just like, I don't even know how I managed to do that. Two for 3 on the day. 2 for 4 on the day. Already has a walk as well. This stays high, makes it 2-0. Solo home run and a single today. Blown out to center and struck out swinging. She also has a walk. 3 of the 5 times. Comes up for her 6th plate appearance. 2-0 is fouled off, makes it 2-1. Jessica Jacobs would come up next if given a chance. She singled her last time up and came around and scored. Shooter now at second after the wild pitch and walk. The 2-1. Bounces in the dirt, skips in. Now 3-1. I'm just trying to see if we can record out number 3. Starting to gust in here a little bit from center field to home plate. 3-1. Hits it hard. First base side. Thomas has got it. Goes to first. That'll end the inning. 6 do come around to score. Bandits get out of it now, and they go to the bottom half of the frame. One runner does get left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 17-2. Smokies now lead by 15. Thomas, Van, and Fowler will come up. Balcom will look to see if she can get through this bottom of the 7th inning cleanly. We'll be right back here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball here on day 10, game 2. Smokies trying to close it out. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th we go. 17-2 your score. Bandits down to their last inning of work here. Thomas, Van, and Fowler will try and lead us off. Balcom going to try and see if she can work a clean 7th inning. He left runners at 2nd and 3rd back in the 6th. They'll try and see if she can work it here as Thomas, who struck out looking her first time, comes up for the 2nd time here today. First hit from Balcom called a strike, 0-1. The tall right-hander. Maycomb, Michigan at the mound once more for the Smoky squad. Mr. Gaston College Proctor Rising Jr. from Montclair, North Carolina. Sees this one away, makes it 1-1. 1-1 to Thomas. Swung on it, missed. 1-2. Malcolm also played in that Chill versus Smoke Professional Softball League series. Those that were able to tune in with East Alabama Community College, the Expedition Series. Pitched and hit both in that series. 1-2. Stays outside now, 2-2. Senior who led Oakland last season in on-base percentage as a hitter and whip as a pitcher. Fires home to 2-2. Fade away with it now, 3-2. I'm looking to get on first time today. Again, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nobody on, nobody out. The 3-2. Drives it now to right field. Underneath it's Burkhart. She'll make the grab. Out number 1. Brings up Robbie Van. She flew out the deep center her last time up. Former Nugatuchu teammate Christian Fowler, who will follow her up here in just a moment. Rising senior from Camilla, Georgia. First pitch swinging, fouls it off 0-1. She faced Balcom quite a bit last year as well. Balcom, the former Smoky Mountain Rain, now with his Smoky squad. Robbie Van, the former New Choo-Choo last summer, now with the Bandits. Sees the 0-1 from Balcom. Swung on, hits it off the end of the barrel, down the first baseline, picked up by Patchett. She'll make the play to first, 2 away. Now it brings up Fowler, 1 for 2, a solo home run to right on the very first at-bat of the game for the Bandits. Blew out the center on what could have been a chance at a second home run that was grabbed down by Huter, or excuse me, Sally Supin, I should say. Now it brings up Fowler. The now catcher, this one stays outside, 1-0. She started off at second base, moved behind the plate for that last inning. Trenton, Georgia native, a former Dade County Wolverine. Started her collegiate career at the JUCO School of Cleveland State. 32 games last season for UWG. Hit over 300 on the season, just shy of 700 OPS. The 1-0. Fouls it off, makes it 1-1. Stanley will get the chance to hit next if possible. Bandits down to their final out. Balcom sets, delivers the 1-1. It's in now, first base side. Patrick got a piece of it, picked up by Peshek. No one there to cover. First, you'll get in. Fowler on for the second time today. It will count as a single here for Fowler. Second hit of the ball game brings up Stanley 0 for 2 with a fly out to short and center today. Get on for the first time here on the afternoon. 17-2. Bandits down to their final strike here in the bottom of the seventh. First pitch is a strike from Balcom. 0-1. Second Washington State native from Moses Lake, her Washington State native. This one's fouled off 0-2. Also out there in the infield is Riley Peshek, the only 2 players from the state of Washington. We somehow this season have more people from the state of Washington than we do from the state of Virginia, the state of Maryland, the state of West Virginia. Down to the final strike. The 0-2 comes in, almost clips her. It'll be a ball inside. As the Mac have to retrieve that one quickly as it got away from her. Fowler now at first. Stanley trying to stay alive. Balcom sets. Delivers the 1-2 to the lefty. Fouls it off, stays alive. Avery Dans would get the chance to hit next if possible. Utility JUCO product at the plate, the rising sophomore from Peachy Valley College. 39 games this past season, just shy of a 300 average. 2 ticks short of a 900 OPS. 6 triples for her. 13 total extra base hits, including 2 homers. 24 RBIs, 38 runs scored. Takes this one outside to make it 2-2. Walked 23 times, 23 strikeouts, an even split for her. At a 407 on base percentage. 2-2. Stays just too far outside. 3-2. Fowler's going to be off with the sound. 2 outs, runner at first. 17-2 your score. Bandits down to their final strike. Balcom just trying to cinch it down. 3-2. Hits it third base side, foul. Staying alive is Stanley once again. Former Moses Lake Covenant Christian Lion. Not go down without a fight. Balcom just trying to record out number 3. Dancing the on-deck circle, hoping to get her third at-bat. 3-2 once more. Called strike 3. That will end the ball game. catches the inner half of the plate. And that will end it here. 17-2 the final. Smokies stay undefeated. 10-0 on the year. 9 out of 10 games they've put up double digits on the board. They do it again here today. Robbie Van will take the loss in her 3 innings of work. Simon goes the final 4. Shamblin goes the first 5. Balcom takes out the last 2. That will end it here. 17-2 the final. Bandits now fall to 0-10. Smokies up to 10-0. We'll be back at it again tomorrow evening. A reschedule now officially. We will go back at it tomorrow. It'll be Red Bats and Rain fighting it out once more in prime time. They will be at the 7:30 matchup tomorrow night. We'll be back at it again after that on the 26th. Smokies take on the Rain at 9 a.m. Bandits will play the Red Bats at 11:30. That's on the 26th. So neither of these teams will play tomorrow. They'll get the day off. Red Bats and Rain, they're not so lucky. They'll have to play it out tomorrow as their game got rained out from what I believe was the 23rd, or excuse me, the 22nd. So the rain out game for the 22nd will be played now officially tomorrow night. That'll be Rain and Red Bats going at it once again. They'll face off as the Bandits and Smokies will get a day off for themselves, and a much needed one at that for both of their sides. They'll be back at it again. Smokies take on Rain at 9 a.m. on the 26th. It'll be the Bandits taking on the Red Bats. That'll be at 11:30 again on the 26th. With that being said, that'll wrap it up here. 17-2, Smokies take it out again on the Bandits. They stay undefeated at 10-0. Bandits fall at 0-10. Still looking for their first win of the season. Smokies still hold the top of the standings by a long shot. That'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you again for tuning in for day 10 of this Scenic City Collegiate League season. Smokies take it once more over the Bandits. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for y'all once more. Get to talk to you again tomorrow evening as the Red Bats take on the Rain. If not, I'll see you all on the 26th. Have a good rest of your day.